Hey everybody, it's Bridget with Purcell Strong Life. I just want to encourage, motivate you today. Yield to the process. So there are things that we need to focus on for our health, for all sorts of health issues or just our goals. So meaning quality food, what types of food, getting enough water, getting enough sleep. That one's on me. Getting enough movement. Also mental health and stress relieving, any type of emotional processing that we need to process away from food. So all of these things, like physically, health-wise, are things that we need to focus on. And we can't focus on quick results or quick turnarounds, but what we can focus on is yielding to the process. So really digging in and saying, okay, I'm going to be committed to so many movements a week, whether it's walking or running or weightlifting or yoga or stretching or those sorts of things. And then I'm going to be committing to upping my protein, upping my veggies, upping my water, upping my sleep. If you are a chronic undersleeper, meaning you stay up too late and you get up early, or any of those, or pushing yourself if you just lay in bed, pushing yourself saying, you know what, I'm getting enough sleep and I need to just get out of bed. I can't just lay in bed. So all of these things help to further our progress in the areas that we want, but we can't focus on, am I winning today? Am I losing today? And then letting that control the whole day. If we yield to the process and we say, you know what, I am being consistent and I am proud of myself, and I'm having ups and downs, but I am weathering the storm, you are going to be doing so much better than if you ride the high roller coaster and then crash down, ride the high and then crash down. And this is the same with any type of growth you're trying to do, whether it's spiritual growth or relational growth or mental growth or emotional growth. There are going to be ups and downs. You are not in a race against other people. Other people have different bodies, have different histories, have different backgrounds, have different lifestyles, different circumstances. No two people are the same, and we've got to stop comparing ourselves, our bodies, our lives, what people look like on social media, and we need to trust the process, yield to the process for ourselves, because in the end, we aren't competing with them. We are competing against ourselves, not necessarily our younger selves, because we are always going to look back and say, man, I had it good. Why didn't I think so? But we are competing with our self from yesterday and ourself in this moment. So if you can just yield to the process and be proud of yourself with, okay, I am accepting this challenge that's thrown at me. I may not like how it's making me feel, but I am going to do the steps that I need to do to get through it in the most healthy way possible. And also with the spiritual growth, your God time is not going to be the same every day. It's just not. So committing to making sure you have time with God and putting Him first priority, however that looks like, meaning you stop with the entertainment until you get God time, prayer time, worship time, singing song time, before you start diving down the entertainment route of like, what's going on social media? What's going on over here? Now, say your kid is up puking in the night. The first thing that you do in the morning is probably not going to be spending time with God. It's probably going to be resting and checking on the sick kid and I mean, the first thing in the morning, is that 1 a.m. when they're not sleeping? I mean, no. So the first thing in your day, if we can point our lives to God and yield to the process of growing spiritually with Him, and then on to our physical health, emotional, mental, relational, yada, yada. This is a long one, but just trusting the process, yielding to the process, and realizing we are doing the best we can, and taking a deep breath and just saying, you know what, I'm going to do the best I can today, and I'm going to be the strongest version of myself today. Okay? I hope that encourages you. That was a long babble, but we're going to yield to the process and not get sidetracked. Okay? Okay, you got this. Bye.